Hey everybody, Phil here, and I just want to talk real quick about Vertigo Comics. Now, recently it's been announced that Vertigo Comics has ended, and, well, it's going to end in January of 2020. They tried publishing a bunch of new comics, and despite some getting good notice, I've been hearing good things about American Carnage. I tried reading Goddess Mode, but I don't think it was for me. So, but hey, if someone likes it, more power to them. But yeah. Now I want to talk about some of the bad stuff first before I get into the good stuff. I've been hearing rumors and rumblings about Vertigo's closure for a while. Okay, I didn't want to believe it. I didn't think it would happen, but it happened. So there you go. Vertigo's over. I mean, the earliest warning signs for me were when they decided to move all their DC characters, back under regular DC. Which I guess made sense because, Vertigo had their time with them and they tried, but then they ended, and then they tried to revive them a couple times. Didn't stick. Nothing stuck. So they got back under the DC. Then they decided to cancel Hellblazer, which I'll admit I haven't read all of Hellblazer, but I read enough of it to really like it and to get a feel for it. And I think that was like a really big blow to Vertigo. Because John Constantine found his voice under Vertigo. He really did. Like, he started out, all about horror and magic and dark fantasy, but then under Vertigo, it got more risque. They got to talk about, social issues, political issues, all that kinds of stuff, while still exploring horror and fantasy and making John a more nuanced character as it went along. And, it was good that they put John Constantine back under regular DC, but didn't quite have the same bite, So, I don't know. If they ever decide to publish Hellblazer again, hopefully they'll put it under Black Label, and hopefully I don't know. It may not have the same feel. It may not be the same experience. But doesn't mean you can't try, right? And then I heard about the editors leaving, which made the future of Vertigo even more questionable. And, they tried here and there they tried a whole bunch of new comics, but nothing stuck. Nothing had seemed to have the same impact as previous Vertigo series. And then there was a whole bunch of controversies. Second Coming got canceled after 4 issues because people got mad about, I don't know. They got mad about religious stuff in the comic, even though other Vertigo comics have touched on religion numerous times. There was that whole Border Town fiasco. Yeah. And some comics ended up not getting published at all. I don't know how the comic book publishing industry works, okay? I don't know. I mean, why would you announce a comic, and not publish it? I don't know. But yeah, now it's done. So, I mean, I did hear some good things about American Carnage, and I wanted to check that out, probably in trade. But now Vertigo's ending, and so is possibly American Carnage, so who knows what's going to happen. I tried reading Goddess Mode, and I just, I don't know. I like the art style, I like the cyberpunk storytelling, but it just wasn't for me. So, but that being said, I think it's best to remember all the good things that Vertigo brought. It gave a voice to DC characters that wouldn't have had a voice otherwise if they were published under the regular DC banner. Characters like Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, Animal Man, the Sandman, and so many others. Okay, and then there was the creator-owned stuff, the original comics like 100 Bullets, Scalped, The Exterminators, Why the Last Man, and Vertigo even brought back Ex Machina. Well, technically it brought back the trade paperbacks, because Ex Machina had already finished its run under Wildstorm, and when Wildstorm shut down, well, the trades for Ex Machina also went out of print. But then Vertigo brought the Ex Machina trades back. So there's that. And also other series like Fables, and another DC related series called Lucifer. You know, a lot of good comics were published under Vertigo. And the creators, they could tell whatever kind of stories they want. They could be as risque as they wanted to be, and just tell good stories with work with amazing artists, and have great editors helping them out. It's all good, you know? And they inspired other creators to go out and do their own thing. You know, Image Comics has moved on from just doing superhero stuff, and now is doing all kinds of creator-owned stuff. And the Vertigo comics also inspired numerous television shows and films to be made. iZombie, the series, the Lucifer TV show. I mean, whether you love them or hate them, I mean, what they brought attention to these comics. And they gave so many creators a voice, too. Garth Ennis, Neil Gaiman, Grant Morrison, Brian K. Vaughan. So many people. So many great comics made. It's over now, yes. But hey, you know, I'm sure they'll live on. I mean, the DC stuff, they'll probably get published under Black Label or something, I betcha. And the creator-owned stuff, either they'll get moved under Black Label, or they'll get moved to a different publisher. I mean, Wildstorm used to publish The Boys, and then it got moved to Dynamite, where it got to finish out its run. I'm sure all these comics, they'll still live on. And it's best to remember all the good that Vertigo brought. And remember a very important thing here. You know, nothing lasts forever, but nothing's ever really gone. Just remember that. And let's remember all the good that Vertigo brought us, okay? Thank you for your time. You guys take care, all right? See ya.